is your home for the Trojans. Girard Sports Live.
Snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Pregame, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net.
Looks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wrap around Boatwood, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket!
He'll try a 3 and hits. Adolph with it up top, being guarded by Gass. Girard down the lane, off the glass, and good. Nice instinct by Adolph to just take it to the bucket.
Fielded on the short hop, fires this one across. Able to throw the runner out by a step and a half.
Pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's time for the Trojans. On your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Well, back in the friendly confines after a tough road game in Iola. Back here in Girard, Frank Jameson Field for homecoming night. It's a beautiful autumn evening here in Girard, America. I'm Josh Ledner, alongside me, Jess Murphy. We've got Girard celebrity BJ Harris throwing the switches, touching the buttons tonight, and Sarah Goebel and maybe Corin Harris on camera tonight for Girard Sports Live. We're going to bring you the homecoming action tonight as the Trojans welcome in the Burlington Wildcats. Both teams coming in tonight's game 3-2. Burlington coming off a 42-12 win against Anderson County up in Burlington. And the Trojans last week stole a road game from Iola 28-23 on the road, and that was Iola's homecoming. So we're pretty much going to witness every homecoming at 3A schools in Southeast Kansas this year, Jess, and it's been quite an honor. And we're going to see a good one here tonight in Girard. That's coming up here in about 10 minutes. That's why we're getting an early start here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you your look at the area matchups, your keys to the game, starting lineups as we get closer to crowning this year's homecoming queen, and then kickoff from here at Frank Jameson Field in Girard. You're watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Crocan's Gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Crocan has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Crocan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Field, Girard and Kansas. We're getting set for tonight's homecoming game between the Girard Trojans and the Burlington Wildcats. This is the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Serving the area for over 30 years, stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Well, tonight's game on this beautiful night is just one of many going on across the area tonight. Let's take a look at some of those. Your area matchups are brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing at 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. All right, kicking things off tonight over in Pittsburgh, the Purple Dragons at 4-1 host 4-2 Smithville. Winless Independence, they're 0-5 this season. They host 2-3 Eudora tonight, trying to find their first win of the season. Fort Scott coming off a couple of tough losses at 3-2. They're on the road to take on Chanute, who's also coming off a loss, so both those teams trying to bounce back. Coffeyville at 2-3 is on the road at Lebec County. They're 2-3, but they're coming off that big win over Fort Scott last week, so the Grizzlies be riding high. Colgan at 4-1, they travel up to take on Jayhawk Lynn, and that's a district game for the Panthers. Jayhawk Lynn 3-2, and folks say the last time these two teams met, it got kind of chippy, so we'll see how that one goes up there in Lynn County. Erie at 1-4 is at 2-3 Uniontown. Columbus riding high at 4-1. They are at 3-2 Riverton tonight. That's one to kind of keep your eye on there down in Cherokee County. Northeast at 0-5 is on the road to take on 3-2 Oswego. And 3-2 Prairie View in our district, District 2 here in 3A, is on the road to take on 1-4 Anderson County. And Prairie View's got that Schwartz kid at back, and he's been averaging about 300 yards a game this year, so got to keep an eye on them as they're coming up on the Trojan schedule. 0-5 Southeast, also on the road at 1-4 Pleasanton, and the Lancers trying to find their first win of the season. They'll have a pretty good chance tonight. Let's step away for a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk keys to the game, starting lineups. Homecoming's happening as well. All that coming up right after this on Girard Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too, so let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here. Hi, I'm Eddie. 2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at and I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing this.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field here in Girard, homecoming night for the Trojans, and got a special alumni event going on tomorrow downtown. They're going to take, all alumni are welcome.
All classes.
Yep, but they're going to take a special moment to recognize the class of 1964, 74, and 1999. So that's the 60th, 50th, and 25th reunion for those classes respectively. There's going to be a roll call for alumni from the class of each decade, 50s, 60s, 70s, all the way up to the 2020s. There'll also be a 50-50 cash drawing, and the alumni board members are going to be selling the tickets, so you can get out and meet your alumni board and see the folks planning these great events each year for the Trojans. And all the benefits go to help the Alumni Association. So they're also going to have a party like it's 1999 drink, Jess, and that kind of, I don't know what that's all about. I was around in 1999. I don't know if that's such a wise thing to do to a community,
Well, that was a scary year, too.
Yeah,
we didn't know we had New Year's Eve, 1999.
Yeah, but remember Y2K? The world was going to end.
Right.
All the computer clocks were going to stop, and society was going to crash down around us.
It didn't.
And we're survivors, Jess. We survived.
Yep.
I went to Bourbon Street. That's how I took shelter for that event. Anyway, let's talk keys of the game, Jess. Burlington coming in at 3-2, and they're a team that got a lot of big plays last year against the Trojans. When these teams met last year, Burlington came out on top 41-27 up there in Burlington at the field with the flashing lights. And I tell you what, it was kind of a house of horrors for the Trojans, a game they'd like to forget. And a long night for you and I think we even ruined their halftime show.
Yeah, the glow sticks.
Yeah, we had the lights on in our press box so I could add up stats, and we ruined everything. We just another community we're out to get, Jess.
And if you remember right, they returned at least 2, if not 3 kickoffs for touchdowns.
Two kickoff returns for touchdowns, a 40-yard pass play for a touchdown, a 50-yard pass play for a touchdown, and just a real long night for the Trojans.
And you want to know what's scary?
That guy's still there.
That kid's a senior this year.
Brody Anderson had 140 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, and 54 rushing yards and a touchdown against Prairie View 2 weeks ago. Burlington lost that game. It wasn't quite enough, but just played a great game. Overall, Burlington in that game just 2 weeks ago, 259 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, but they did give up over 300 rushing yards in that game. So it's a little give and take for Burlington. So what are your keys tonight, Jess? You think it's got to be trying to tackle Brody Anderson?
Yeah, defensively, you're going to have to contain him. That's going to be the word you're going to hear me say a lot tonight is containment. Keep him in check. And also, Salmon's got hurt last week, so he's still injured. We're going to just play with a one quarterback system. So we're going to have to put it to them and keep them from putting it to us.
The keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. Now it's time to quit talking about football and start focusing on the homecoming festivities getting ready to take place here at Frank Jameson Field. Our 2024 homecoming queen candidates are Kaylee David, Elena McGowan, Jariah Adolph, and Emily Ferguson. And we'll see who is crowned the 2024 homecoming queen. And as soon as this gets started, I'll do the world a favor and be quiet. Well, I've just heard from New York that we've got 4 minutes left before this starts, so we'll take a quick break. When we come back, homecoming festivities from here in Girard, then kickoff between the Trojans and the Wildcats. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field in Girard. It's homecoming night, getting set for the homecoming festivities. Got the choir and the band, the cheerleaders, everybody's out on the field. So I'm just going to be quiet and we'll all soak it in.
Nelly! Nelly!
Wants to talk. Well, Jess, I thought we were a little closer to the action.
Yeah.
I think here we go.
Yeah. Just in time.
All I had to do was talk.
GHS Reflections under the direction of Meredith Reed. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2024 Girard High School Homecoming. The varsity cheerleaders, dance team, and flag team are now forming the court for tonight's festivities. Tonight's candidates were selected by the GHS class of 2025, and the homecoming queen was selected by the student body. It is our pleasure at this time to present the queen candidates from the senior class. Please welcome our first candidate, Girard Adolph. Girard is the daughter of Rob and Kelly Adolph. Girard is involved in FBLA, FCCLA, SAD, Math Club, and KS. Within her activities, she holds the following offices: Senior Class Treasurer, FBLA, Stuco Rep, FCCLA District Vice President, and a KX Board Member. Girard also participates in cross-country, basketball, and track and field, and she is a Renaissance Gold Card holder. On the honor roll is a National Honor Society member. Girard's driver this evening is Senior Tyrell Humble, son of Orrin and Lacey Humble. Please welcome our second candidate, Kaylee David. Kaylee is the daughter of Brian and Jill David. Kaylee is involved in KX, SAD, FCCLA, and is a Special Olympics Unified Partner. Within her activities, she is the FCCLA Secretary and a KX Board Member. Kaylee also participates in volleyball and basketball, and she is a Renaissance Gold Card holder. On the honor roll is a National Honor Society member. Kaylee's driver this evening is Senior Ransom Bourne, son of Scott and Brooke Bourne. Please welcome our third candidate, Emily Ferguson. Emily is the daughter of Todd and Lori Ferguson. Emily is involved in FBLA, FCCLA, SAD, HOSA, and KX. Within her activities, she holds the following offices: SAD President and a KX Board Member. Emily also participates in cross-country, cheer, and track and field, and she is a Renaissance Gold Card holder. On the honor roll is a National Honor Society member. Emily's driver this evening is senior A.J. Cuthbertson, son of Scott and Julie Cuthbertson. Please welcome our fourth candidate, Elena McGowan. Elena is the daughter of Dale and Kylie McGowan. Elena is involved in FBLA, FCCLA, SAD, POSA, KS, and is a Special Olympics Unified Partner. Elena also participates in volleyball and softball, and she is a Renaissance Gold Card holder on the Honor Roll and a National Honor Society member. Elena's driver this evening is senior and twin brother Houston McGowan, son of Dale and Kylie McGowan. Adolph's escort this evening is senior Scott Moore, son of Chris and Trisha Moore. Haley David's escort this evening is senior Aaron Dubrava, son of Kurt and Amy Dubrava. Emily Ferguson's escort this evening is senior Zach Benzo, son of Mike and Jody Benzo. Elena McGowan's escort this evening is senior Mason Gilmore, son of Grant and Annabeth Gilmore. And now for the big moment. The Girard High School 2024 Fall Homecoming Queen is Jariah Adolph. The Queen will now receive flowers, an autographed football, a crown,
Congratulations to Jariah Adolph, the 2024 Girard Football Homecoming Queen. Let's step away for a quick break. We come back, we get you your starting lineups, and get ready for kickoff from here in Girard. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Are you tired of waiting for your internet to load at a snail's pace? Or feeling like your connection is slower than a sloth's morning routine? Maybe your current internet feels as speedy as a sunbathing turtle. Well, say goodbye to the slow lane and welcome to Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, where we leave the slow movers in the dust. You'll zoom through the web faster than Sharky being swarmed by his adoring fans. Crawcan Fiber Optic Internet, because life's too short to wait for slow connections.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Back to Frank Jameson Field, homecoming night. Congratulations to Jariah Adolph, the 2024 Girard Football Homecoming Queen. And remember, got a big alumni event going on tomorrow morning as well, or tomorrow during the day, downtown. Lots of activities. And a special drink that we'll talk about later. Trojans taking the field right now, getting set to take on the Burlington Wildcats. Both teams coming into tonight's game 3 and 2. Both of them coming off of wins. Last week, Girard against Iola and Burlington over Anderson County. So a couple of district wins for both these teams in the first week of district play, and they're trying to make it 2 here tonight. Jess, we're getting close to kickoff. I think it's time to start talking about our starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Here, I'll do the live read to give you some time to catch up. Our starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Jess, go!
All right, so Burlington give me their defensive starters, and they're going to run out their number 4, Eli Irvin. He's a senior defensive back. Number 5, Brody Anderson. You're going to hear his name a lot tonight. He is a senior defensive back. Number 7, Alec Motts. He's a junior defensive back. Number 10, Emmett Hazen. He is a senior defensive back. Number 11, Landon Bober. He is a sophomore defensive back. Number 30, Logan Turner. He is a sophomore linebacker. Number 32 is Kaiser Lehman. He is a junior defensive lineman. Number 40 is Lane Griffith, a senior defensive end. Number 52 is Bowen McIntosh. He is a junior linebacker. Number 53 is Braden Riggs, a senior defensive lineman. And number 74, Kent Stuckey, is a senior defensive lineman. And for your hometown Trojans, they're going to trot out their number 2, Gannon Clark, 6'3", 198 junior. Number 12, Ben Cullen, a 6'2", 180 sophomore. Number 21, Aiden Ashbacher, 5'9", 140 junior. Number 25, Levi Blair, a 5'10", 175 senior. Number 35 is Mason Gilmore, 5'8", 154 senior. Number 40, Scott Moore, 6'5", 230 senior. 53 is Owen Murphy, 5'10", 155. 55 is Blake Brokaw, 5'11", 195. Number 70 is Caleb Humble, 5'8", 240. 73 is Aaron DeBrava, 6'2", 240. And Zach Benzo will anchor this as a center, number 75, a 5'10", 340-pound senior.
Well, they're out there doing the coin toss. Do you miss it, Jess?
I do a little bit.
Yeah, it's
I've never
just
seen
not
them
the same without you.
Yeah.
The officials look much more at ease tonight because they don't have a microphone
shoved
over
in
their
their
shoulder.
hand.
Yeah.
So did they do the flip while I was reading?
No, they did not.
So why are we
Just
lined
some
up that way?
Conversing. Nope, here we go.
This is heads, this is tails.
This is a coin. People use these before debit cards.
Yeah.
This is real money. You used to need it to make a phone call. There's some good pantomiming going on out there.
This looks like Burlington won the toss. And they want the ball.
Well, they got a big play offense, and last year they jumped up on the Trojans early. And maybe they've watched enough tape of Girard this year, Jess, to know that they kind of get some slow starts sometimes.
Yep. So it's rare, though, a team that wins the toss chooses to receive the ball. A lot of times you want to defer, see how the game goes, get the ball, start the second half. But nonetheless, Burlington will have it.
Trojan defense will have to come out and get a big stop when we come back with our opening kickoff. We're about 1 minute away. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live. Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the Four States winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Look at me, Jess. I like pancakes. I'm rooting for a sack. I don't know about you.
All the time.
Trojans getting set to kick it off here. They lost the toss, but Burlington elected to receive to start the game, so the Trojan defense will be out trying to get a big stop. And last year in that 41-27 loss the Trojans took, they outgained Burlington 345 to 273. They outpassed them, outrushed them, but they gave up 2 big kickoff return touchdowns, and those passing yards for Burlington were over the top scores.
Yep, and we talk about that third aspect of the game. It's not just offense and defense. Sometimes special teams comes into effect.
Our opening kickoff brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Here's the kick from Poland. This could be Anderson with it. I think it was. Yep. Brody Anderson on the kickoff return. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. Some pretty good kickoff coverage that time for the Trojans. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was Seth Newton with a great open field one-on-one tackle to bring down a talented ball carrier in Anderson.
Let's hit somebody, boys. Let's hit somebody.
Chance Hegg, number 13, is listed as a wide receiver defensive back in the program. He's a senior, but he's lined up in the quarterback spot tonight in the pistol. Pair of backs with him, and they'll put Anderson in motion. He's going to get a quick shot to the outside. Trojans coming up trying to make a tackle, and they do at the 30-yard line. A solid tackle out there. I think that was Ognabene, but yeah, and it was Trent Ognabene on the tackle.
Yep, Trent Ognabene, they took a look deep, and there was nobody open. Trojans had them covered, so they swung it to their secondary receiver in the flat, and Trojans come up and make a great tackle again to bring up a long second down.
Second down and 10. 4 wide receivers in this set. Hegg looking near side. The pass over the top of the receiver. May have been a backwards pass. They're going to rule it an incomplete forwards pass. And there are lines on the field that would indicate if a ball went backwards, Jess, but that one ruled an incomplete forward pass.
Yeah, without instant replay, there's no way I'm going to be able to tell you whether it was or not, but the referees ruled an incomplete pass, and it just brings up a 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans to try to get off this field defensively.
Now, last year the Trojans gave up, I keep harping on it, some big touchdown plays on passes deep. And so this is going to be a big test for these Trojan defensive backs. Let's see if they stand up to the test here. Here's the snap. Hegg back to pass, looking. Short pass to Anderson, makes a man miss, but the Trojans going to drop him after a gain of 1.
Yeah, another same play. They just run it to the other side, and that's Ogunbini again with another open field tackle by himself.
Now, open field tackling on the edges of the defense, a big problem last year, but the Trojans have obviously made it a focus this week in practice. And a big defensive stand there on the first possession of the game, and Burlington set to punt it away. Emmett Hazen, number 10, in to punt this away. Gets it off. Corbin Bowen back to receive for the Trojans, but it's going to be a short punt and take a Trojan roll out to the 44-yard line of Girard, and that's what they'll take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, there's a chance the young Bowen probably needs to just start yelling, Peter, Peter, as that ball bounced backwards. It got lucky and went right between 2 Trojan cover guys coming down the field, but luckily unable to touch either one of them.
They'll place the nose of the ball right on the 44. Trojans have it there, 1st down and 10. Ben Cullen in at the quarterback spot. Gilmore in the backfield behind him. And a handoff to Ashbacher's absolutely blown up in that Trojan backfield, and that was Braden Riggs, the senior linebacker, coming through, and that's the kind of play you want to see out of your senior linebacker if you're the Burlington coaches.
Yeah, he just stunted right through that 3-hole gap, and he could have almost taken that handoff. Good play there by Riggs. Puts Trojans behind the chains early.
2nd and 13 now for the Trojans from their own 41. Cullen in the pistol, hands off to Gilmore, trying to get horizontal, and he's ripped down in the backfield. And this Burlington defense just doesn't seem like you're going to make much hay going side to side.
Nope, that looks like Dylan Skillman on the tackle there. He just chased the no hole in the middle. Gilmore kicks it to the outside, and Skillman's able to chase him down. So brings up 3rd and a long, even though Trojans had good field position.
Call it 3rd and 14 from the 40. And Trojans going to have to dip into that pass playbook. See what they come up here.
The front line needs to give him time.
Gilmore lined up behind Cullen. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff. Play action, he's going to throw down the field. Has a man at Scott Moore at the 45, 40. He's off and running at the 30, 25. Stiff arms Anderson and falls forward to the 16-yard line. A big pass play for the Trojans for a 1st down deep in Wildcat territory.
Yeah, just a great play. It was a double fake. They faked the handoff one way, Cullen faked it the other way, so give kudos to that front 5 for the Trojans to give Cullen time to find a crossing Scott Moore for a big play.
Call it a gain of 44 down to the Burlington 16. Trojans set up 1st and 10 there. They need to reach the 6 for a 1st down. Cullen in the pistol. He'll keep on the option to pitch outside to Levi Blair across the 10 down to about the 6-yard line. And that was a good read that time by Cullen.
Yep, Cullen sticks it in the belly of his lead back, pulls it, flips it out to Levi Blair around the end, and able to gain 9 yards for on the first down play. Opens that playbook way up down here in the red zone, Josh.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd down and 1.
Call it a gain of 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 for the Trojans from the 7.
Wildcat.
They'll put Bowen in motion. Snap goes to Scott Moore. He's going to keep it straight ahead, and he'll be across the 5 down to about the 4. And the Trojans could be patient and conservative with this and just try and bully it into the end zone. At this point, Jess, they got 4 downs to get 6 yards.
Yeah, and this is something we haven't seen since early last year with Scott Moore lining up as the quarterback, and that time he faked it into round to Bowen and just powered it up the middle for a first down. Now they're 4 yards from pay dirt here.
1st and goal at the 4. They're going to stay with this Wildcat look with Scott Moore in at the quarterback spot. Gilmore in the backfield behind him. Bowen in motion. They'll hand to Moore. He goes off tackle. They can't bring him down. He just struts into the end zone like he's going for a loaf of bread. Trojans up 6-0.
Yeah, and we've talked kind of about it all season here. Is we'd like to see Scott Moore get his hands on the ball offensively earlier in the game, and 5 plays, 4 of them go to Scott Moore for a Trojan touchdown.
So the Trojans get a big stop and then march it down the field. And there's a flag. Let's see what this is about. But they march it down the field and go 56 yards in 6 plays for the touchdown.
We're going to have encroachment on the defense, so Trojans are going to accept a penalty and go for 2 now. See if Scott Moore can keep him in there or not.
He's in there right now. But Bid Cullen into the game as well, so it doesn't look like we're going to see that Wildcat again.
Can't go to the well too many times.
That's right. Of course, Cullen's going to line up out at wide receiver, and Moore's going to line up in the Wildcat. Here's the snap. Moore again off right tackles, push and leaning, and he's got it. Trojans jump out to an 8-0 lead, 7:23 to play first quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Trojans jump out to an 8-0 lead after a 4-yard touchdown run by Scott Moore out of the Wildcat. It capped a 6-play, 56-yard drive after they forced Anderson County into a Burlington into a 3-and-out, same colors, into a 3-and-out, and marched it right down the field and scored. Took advantage of a short punt. Now it's on the defense again. And really, the way Anderson County returns kicks, it's on this kicking unit right now. Zeb Poland's kick is away, end over end, deep kick. This one's fielded by Eli Irvin, the senior, and he's dropped at about the 25, 26-yard line. And okay field position for Burlington to start this drive, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that time it was young Corvin Bowen with an open field tackle. And I'm telling you, Josh, I would assume one-on-one tackling drills were in excess this week because this Trojan special teams and defense are spot on tackling tonight.
Well, so far tonight, Chance Haig, 2 of 3 passing for 1 yard. The Trojans defense has done a good job tackling and rallying to the ball thus far, but you got to think one's going to head down the field here at some point. Haig's going to take the snap. He's going to run option far side, the pitch out to Anderson, and it's shut down at about the 27, so a gain of 1 on first down. Sets up second down and 9.
Yep, Levi Blair and a couple other Trojans linebackers in there. They run just option. They was able to force the quarterback to pitch it wide, and Trojan defense had their contain and stopped them for a short gain.
Second down and 9 at the 27 for Burlington. They'll break huddle with 2 wide receivers to the near side. Haig lined up in the pistol. Kind of an offset eye there with him. He's going to run option near side this time. He'll keep it, and the Trojan defense catches him from behind after a gain of 1 up to the 28. Call it 2 up to the 29.
Right, I don't know if you could catch that on camera, but number 40, Scott Moore, playing outside linebacker, kept contained and forced that quarterback, took the pitch guy away, forced the quarterback to turn it in field, and let his backside D lineman track the quarterback down for a good play.
Now here comes the test for these Trojan defensive backs once again. 3rd down and 7. For Burlington, they'll line up in the gun, 3 wide. Haig with the hard count, trying to get the Trojans to jump off sides. Instead, he gets a false start on his own squad. And they'll be backing up 5 yards. We'll try this again.
That's big penalty early
5
in the game.
yards.
Yeah, big 5 yards there. Makes it 3rd and double sticks. Sometimes that hard count backfires.
Moves the ball back to the 24. And it'll set up a 3rd down and 12. But once again, these Trojan defensive backs, you know they're going to try and put it in the air. And you just don't want to let anybody get behind you against this Burlington squad. Here's the snap. Haig back to pass. Quick hitter to the outside. Gets it to Anderson, trying to make a man miss. And he's shut down for a loss of 1 on the play. It'll bring up a 4th and 13 in a punting situation for Burlington.
Yeah, if you want me to keep defensive stats, Josh, I need to make 11 assisted tally marks right there. The Trojans flew to that football, the best I've seen them play in all the games so far this year. Great job, whole defensive squad.
4th and 13, they're going to punt this one away. Bowen was back to receive it last time, trying to see who the number on this time. Punt is away. Long end-over-end punt, but not much hang time as Bowen fields it at the 45. He's out across the 40. There's a flag down as he's finally wrapped up and drugged down at about the 33-yard line of Burlington. But again, a flag back about the Burlington 44, and the Girard coach is showing a little bit of frustration. So you think this one's going to back him up.
Yep, block in the back on the Trojans. As Bowen was making his cut across the corner.
Yeah, those guys get shifty. Sometimes you end up blocking somebody in the back. You know, It's just what happens.
So that's how that hole was there. But nonetheless, still great field position.
And a great defensive stop once again for the Trojans. Good tackling on the outside of this defense. And that was going to be a key tonight. So far, so good for Girard. 1st and 10, now at their own 46. Back to pass is Cullen. Over the top, has a man. The catch made. Scott Moore, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And oh, what a difference a year makes. The Trojans jump out in front of Burlington on a 54-yard pass play from Ben Cullen to Scott Moore. And with 4:46 to play first quarter, Trojans up by 2 scores.
Yeah, what a great play. And there again, that front 5 of the Trojan to give Cullen time to let Scott Moore. Cullen threw that about 25 yards in the air. Scott Moore did the rest. Give him 6.
Crowd approves. Zeb pulling on to attempt the point after. The kick is up, and it is good. Just inside that right upright. The Trojans take a 15-0 lead. 4:46 to play first quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Trojans employing a little shock and awe here early in this one as they go 54 yards in one play. A touchdown strike from Ben Cullen to Scott Moore to jump out to a 15-0 lead over Burlington in the first quarter. Trojan defense has looked good so far, forcing 2 straight 3-and-outs. Now they're going to be at it again as Zeb Poland's set to kick it away to the ever-dangerous return man, Brody Anderson. And they'll try and keep it out of his hands, as that one will for sure stay out of his hands as it hits at about the 35. The Trojans after it because it's a live ball. And I believe Burlington able to get on top of it or knock it out of bounds at the last second. And it'll stay with Burlington. And no flag against the Trojans because the ball went out of bounds because it was touched.
Right.
So,
they come within inches of recovering that.
I thought they were going to get there.
Good job by Poland to put enough English on that kickoff to get it to spin and stop right at the sideline.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're standing down the field, that thing's knuckling at you, and oh my gosh.
But it did give Burlington pretty good field position to start this third drive of theirs.
It did. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34. Hegg in the gun, back to pass, looking deep. He's going to put some air under one. It's picked off. Aiden Ashbacher cuts it off across midfield. He's still running, trying to reverse his field. He'll cut up across the 45 and get driven down at the Burlington 43, and a big turnover gives the ball right back to that red-hot Trojan offense.
And I watched Aiden Ashbacher on that play. He's playing free safety for the Trojans. They run a man straight down the hash mark, and Aiden Ashbacher reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time, playing center field, cuts that ball off for a great interception.
Pretty good return, too, because Ashbacher got about 25 yards on the return. It puts the Trojans on the Wildcats side of the field to start this drive. And they scored in one play last time. This one's straight ahead with Gilmore.
Love.
And that's Junior Love across the 40 to about the 39.
Yep, Trojans maybe want to start running some clock early in this first quarter. I hate to say that this early, but man, there's a lot of ball game left to play.
Sets up a 2nd down and 6 at the 39. They need to reach the 33 for the first. Love seeing, I believe, his first action tonight. Powerful runner out of that Trojan backfield. And you add that to the way they've been throwing the ball tonight, and it's going to be a tall order to get them stopped. That quick pitch outside to Corbin Bowen makes a man miss outside, gets across the line of scrimmage and forward to about the 37. And it'll set up a 3rd and about 4 from there.
Yeah, it wasn't a big gainer, but it was a nice move there by Bowen to swim around his would-be tackler, but Bowen was able to just gain a short couple yards.
3rd and 4.
4 down territory, I would assume.
You would think. Trojans run 3 wide out here. The 2 to the near side are Blair and Moore. Clark to the far side. Now Cullen getting the play from the sideline. Love in the backfield behind him out of the pistol. And the handoff. No, Cullen will keep it. A great fake. He got me. And he's across the 30 in down to about the 28-yard line. Trojan first down.
We have a flag down at the end of the play. Wait to see what it is. But, man,
I didn't see any scrapping, so it might have been pros.
A hold on the outside maybe. But Cullen lowered his shoulder and delivered the boom there when he crossed the sticks. They're going to
see what's up here. It's a hold against the Trojans, so that'll probably back that up. But it's still going to be a 3rd and manageable when this is walked off here. They may be almost back at the original. Nope, they're going to be a little bit further. They'll lose about a yard from the penalty. Still a 3rd down and manageable for the Trojans after the hold.
Yep, we're going to have to, we talk about it all the time, is penalties, mistakes, just composure. Trojans off to a hot start here. Let's keep her good head on her shoulders and keep the ball moving forward.
3rd and 5 at the 20 or at the 38. Blair in motion to the near side. Snap to Cullen. Back to pass. Being pressured, and he's going to be sacked as he tried to throw it away. And there's a flag on the play, and I think it may be roughing.
Intentional
grounding.
Yeah.
He was outside the tackles, though. But he was definitely in the grasp.
There's a flag on the play.
That'll be yards and loss of down if it is intentional grounding.
Trojans just gave up way too much. It is intentional grounding. And way too much pressure that time. Too much penetration through that line. And Cullen had 0 time.
Yeah, and as a young sophomore quarterback, he'll learn not to retreat and just throw that to the bleachers earlier and just live to play another down. But that will bring up a punting situation now as it's 4th and forever.
So Poland on to punt this one away. It'll be the Trojans' first punt of the night.
Poland.
4th and forever. Big end-over-end punt. Burlington's going to let it drop. It's going to take a Trojan roll. It's going to go all the way to the end zone. Yeah, one of the fans said it, Jess. It was too good. Too good of a punt. Yep. He got a leg into that one. Yeah, but it will be a touchback. Burlington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Yeah, Zeb Pullen got all of that one as he booted it, and it landed probably about the 15. It just couldn't quit rolling as it just tinkered in across the goal line to give the Burlington Wildcats a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20 for Burlington with 2:25 left to play here in the first quarter. Trojans leading it 15-0. Burlington comes out 3 wide. Hegg in the shotgun. They're going to go straight ahead with the back. That's Hunter Cole, and he gets loose, and now it's a foot race. Cole across the 40. Scott Moore finally going to chase him down and force him out. And a big run for Hunter Cole.
Yeah, they had him bottled up 2 or 3 times. Cole was able just to bounce off some tacklers as Trojans didn't wrap up, was trying to just shoulder tackle him.
Spot that one at the 14, so 66-yard run for Hunter Cole. And Burlington's offense in position, best field position of the night. Here's Hegg in the shotgun. He's going to keep and go straight up the middle. Trojans right there to shut that one down after a gain of about 3.
That's going to be Aaron DeBrava, the Trojan defensive end, getting off his walk to make that tackle.
Gain of 3 brings that 2nd down to 7.
Second down at 7 from the Trojan 11. Defense trying to get a stop here after the big run by Cole. Puts Burlington inside the Trojan red zone. Quick pass to the outside to Anderson. He makes a man miss, but then, runs into an absolute wall out there. Blake Brokaw. We're going to call that our hit of the game, Jess.
Yes.
It's brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car takes a hit, like Anderson just took from Brokaw, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300.
Brokaw coming off the linebacker just lit Anderson up right there.
3 wide to the near side. Hegg in the shotgun this time for Burlington on a 3rd and about 6. Handoff goes to Cole off tackle. And I think they may have found something there with Cole as he has enough for the first down inside the 5 to about the 3.
And nothing special here. They're just zone blocking, and the running back is picking his hole and allowing him to cut back right there. That time they went left side and able to get enough for a first down.
1st and goal.
Come on, D-line!
Double tight set, and that'll be in the first quarter. So the second quarter will begin with Burlington knocking on the door. Trojans lead at 15-0. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, you're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
One quarter in the books. Trojans lead at 15-0, but Burlington knocking on the door as they have it first down and goal at the Trojan 3 to start the second quarter here on homecoming night in Girard. Trojans won the first game of their district play last week, 28-23 over Iola. Burlington coming off a win over Anderson County. Hegg up under center, split back step behind him, fumbles the snap. Now he's just going to try and make chicken salad, and he dives for the goal line, and he's in. Well, that's all effort by Hegg, as that one was a busted play from the beginning, Jess.
Yeah, and Levi Blaird's able to get his hands on him, but just wasn't able to get him down when he only had 3 yards to go. So good run there by the Wildcats for their first score. And they're going to just go for one here.
Emmett Hazen on to attempt the point after. Hazen's kick is good. So 11:55 to play first half. Trojans leading at 15-7. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jamison Field. Opening seconds of the second quarter. Burlington able to punch it in on a first and goal from the 3-yard line after a busted play. Chance Hegg able to pick the ball up off the carpet and find his way into the end zone, and Burlington's on the board. And after 2 impressive defensive stands by the Trojans, the Wildcat offense finally gets in motion, and it was all keyed by a big run by Hunter Cole of about 66 yards that flipped the field and got the Wildcats inside the Trojan red zone. They were finally able to punch it in. And now Girard leading it 15-7. Trojans lost the toss to begin the game, but Burlington wanted the ball to start. So the Trojans will receive the kickoff to begin the second half. High end over end kick. Ashbacher will watch it bounce out of bounds. Flags thrown. The Trojans will take over on the 35.
Yeah, good job. Good boot. I was going to say that after watching the Wildcat kicker kick the extra point. It looks like they have a field goal kicker that could be a weapon. Looks like, anywhere 25, 30 yards. He sure has a leg to get it there.
Well, if you're the Trojans, you're hoping this one doesn't come down to a field goal. Cullen still in at quarterback. Siler Salmons took a weird, hard hit last week and had to go out of the game, and we haven't seen him yet tonight.
No, he's unsuited.
Okay, Trojans, 2 wide receivers in this set. Cullen run an option to the far side, and he's gobbled up in the backfield as Burlington did a good job of pursuit from behind the play as well as staying disciplined in their lanes. He didn't really have the pitch and just taken down for a loss of about a yard, maybe 2.
And they was running that option play negatively, so they was retreating the whole time going back. Burlington was able to cover some ground. Cullen needs to just run that vertical lateral and be able to either make that pitch or cut it upfield a little faster.
So 2nd and 12 from the 33 for the Trojans. 3 wideouts in this set. They'll put Ashbacher in motion to the near side. Cullen back to pass. Quick hitter outside to Scott Moore. A lot of white jerseys in front of him as I think Burlington's on to Scott as he's still able to tiptoe up the sideline across midfield. He'll have a Trojan first down inside Burlington territory at the 48.
Yeah, they had him dead to rights. Burlington, Scott Moore made that first guy miss, and it took 6. I counted them, 6 white jerseys to bring number 40 down along that sideline.
Gain of 19 on the play. 1st and 10 Trojans from the 48. Handoff goes straight ahead, and I think that was Gilmore that time. And he'll have about 2 yards.
If there was a hole there for a quick second, but Burlington able to gobble that hole up really fast to give Gilmore nowhere to go, but he's able to lean forward for just a gain of 2.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
So another 2nd down and long situation. The Trojans were just able to convert a 2nd and 12 on a 19-yard pass play to Scott Moore. Cullen back to pass again. Quick hitter out to Moore. Has it at the 39 across the 40. Fighting forward, and he's going to be near the sticks. And it'll set up a 3rd down and short for the Trojans.
Tackled inbounds as they keep the clock running. It's going to be maybe just half a football short.
Might see that Wildcat here again, Jeff.
Be a good time for it.
So 3rd down and 1 at the 39. .9:38 to play first half. Trojans leading at 15-7. Gilmore, the lone back in the backfield behind Cullen. They'll put Ashbacher in motion. Ben will keep it straight ahead. He's got the first down up to about the 35 before he's pushed back and ridden down. But it's going to move the chains for the Trojans.
Yeah, Ben Cullen himself can run the ball hard as he just heads straight upfield of quarterback power and gains plenty enough for the first down.
Give him about 4 on the carry. He needed 1. And the Trojans have it 1st and 10. This clock continues to run down around 9 minutes to play here in this first half. Gilmore remains alone back in the backfield behind Cullen. Here's the snap. Ben's going to keep it. Off right tackle, lowers the shoulder out across the 30, and he'll be dragged down at about the 29.
Yeah, another good, nothing fancy. It's just quarterback run. That's a design quarterback run from the start. And they let the up back be the lead blocker to the corner, and Cullen lowers his shoulder and gains a good 5 yards right there.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Nose of the ball right at the 30. 2 wide to the far side, Clark and Moore. Gilmore in the backfield. The wingbacks are Ashbacher and Blair. Busted play as the back didn't take the ball, and Cullen's standing there holding it out, and the Trojans are going to lose a couple yards here on some miscommunication in the backfield. That's the first time we've seen that tonight, but we saw quite a bit of that last week. Cullen's
we've
letting the guys hear about it.
We've seen it all season. Cullen turns the hand the ball off one way, and the running back goes the other way. And just Cullen did all he could to just put the ball back in his own belly and just settle for a short loss.
Call it a loss of 3 back to the 32. It sets up a 3rd down and 7 from there. And there's going to be a timeout as the Trojans, I believe, want to talk it over, and they do. We'll take a timeout as well. 7:42 to play first half. Trojans lead at 15-7, looking at a big 3rd down coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
.7:42 to play first half. Trojans with a big 3rd down and 7 coming up. They're hanging on to a 15-7 lead over the Burlington Wildcats. Trojans drove it down the field once and then scored on a big pass play to Scott Moore. Burlington answered back with a big drive of their own. Now the Trojans trying to grow that lead. 3 wide in this set. Cullen in the pistol. Junior Love out here in the flat. Cullen finally throws the ball too late and off of Love's hands, and there's a flag down in the Trojan backfield. I believe they're going to get a hold against that line, trying to buy some time for Cullen.
Yeah, it's going to be
Took a long time to get through that progression down to Junior Love, and then once he had to deliver it, it was a pretty hot shot.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on Owen Murphy as his guy was coming upfield. Owen did a good job of not holding him early, but as he was allowing his DN to beat him, he just put his arms around him and held him. So, and my opinion, the only thing that has stopped the Trojans so far tonight has been the Trojans. It's been some penalties, some miscommunication. The Trojans are just shooting themselves in the foot.
Now a 3rd and 16 from the 41. Three wide. Clark to the near side. That looks like Bowen, and Moore to the far side. Cullen hit and dropped at midfield. And a little bit of extra after the tackle, but no flag, and that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Trojans as that one instant penetration. Cullen with nowhere to go, and that little quick hitter, I think they're sitting on it now, out to Scott Moore.
Yeah, and why wouldn't they be? They ran it to perfection early in the game, but Burlington did a good job of blitzing a middle linebacker right there, and he come through that line untouched, and Cullen was able to not turn the football over, but it's 4th down and forever again.
Poland gets the punt away. There was some pressure. He got hit. Poland trying to sell it. That ball will hit and take a Trojan roll, and dramatic interpretation of roughing the punter tonight by Zeb Poland, and I really appreciate his effort. Sometimes, Jess, you got to get into the character, you know?
Yep.
And some good method acting out there.
And Burlington was about a half a step for blocking that punt.
Yep. But there was a little bit of contact, but
Poland what he's done so well this year is be able to flip this field.
And now Burlington with it, 1st and 10 at, gosh, where are they?
The 11.
4 wide in this set. Now they'll motion the back out of the backfield. It's Anderson, and they get it to him, and he runs out of bounds at the 10. Home crowd wanted a hold. No flag on the play.
So's the home color guy.
Runs out of bounds at the
And it wasn't much of a gain, if anything, on the play. They're going to say no gain.
And Trojans, even though that they was being held, the pursuit from the backside was able to get there in time to force him out of bounds.
So 2nd down at 10 from the same spot, the 11 for Burlington. Again, 4 wide in this set. Haig in the gun. He'll put a man in motion to the far side. That's Cole. Haig keeps it himself, runs right into that Trojan line. He'll have about 4 yards. And it'll set up a 3rd down and a long 6.
So as a linebacker, you like to read the guards, and that time that left guard pulled instantly, so young Brokaw would see that guard pull. He instantly filled that hole and is able to make a good stop for short yards.
Ball's at the 15. They need to get across the 21 for a first down. Trojan defense trying to get their third 3 and out of the game right here. Shotgun formation for Haig again. And they'll run option to the far side. Haig is tracked down from behind and dropped. Dropped for a loss by the Trojan defense. Good pursuit from the backside, and it'll set up a fourth down punting situation.
Burlington tries to run student body right. The same play that Iola kind of beat the Trojans on a lot last week, but this time the Trojan defense able to pursue down the line of scrimmage and force a punt.
Corbin Bowen set to return for the Trojans. The punt is away. It's high but short. Bowen's going to let it hit, and it takes a Wildcat roll across midfield, and they'll down it at about the 46. Trojans did a good job of getting away from that one, as one of the upbacks looked like they were in danger of touching it, but able to get out of the way. Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Great hang time by that Burlington punter. That ball just stayed in there forever, and like you're right, the Trojan blockers were down there and almost outran the punt.
5:09 to play first half. Trojans with it here, and you know they'd like to lock in the four-wheel drive and make this the last drive of the first half, Jess.
And punch it in with a score.
Junior Love in the backfield behind Ben Cullen. Ashbacher in motion. There's some more confusion, but Love ends up with a ball, but he's going to be stopped for no gain as the initial hit was Ben Cullen, and unable to get much momentum going after that as he gets back to the original line.
Yeah, for as good as these Trojan offense looked the first couple drives, these last couple drives hasn't been very fluid, and Phil Potts mentioned in his interviews about some communication between him and the players between themselves, so maybe they can get this fixed here.
Now Moore in at quarterback in the Wildcat. Bowen in motion. He'll fake the handoff to Bowen straight ahead across the 46 to about the 48. So a short gain on that one by Scott Moore. And I think Burlington, when Moore comes in the game, they're just going to load the box.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? But if you run that play enough, that little fake to Bowen that they just showed right there, that whole corner will be open if you continue to pound that ball into the middle.
So 3rd and 8 for the Trojans from their own 48. Ben Cullen back into the game. Bowen comes out. Cullen and Love in the backfield. 3 wide receivers in this set. Here's the snap. Love rolling out, calling for it. Cullen's going to throw down the field to Levi Blair. Has him across the 50, and Blair's out to about the Burlington 46, but he'll be about 1.5 yards shy of the first down.
I think that was probably young Cullen's 2nd or 3rd read. The Moore was double teamed there on the outside, so Cullen looked back to the middle and it wasn't there, but Blair popped open in that zone and Cullen able to find him. But you're right, they're about 1.5 yards short. And it looks like they're going to play field position here as they bring Pullen in to punt.
Zeb Pullen into the game. Trojans will punt it away with 3:10 to play. First half, Burlington a big play offense, as we saw on their touchdown drive, as the Trojans gave up a 66-yard run to Hunter Cole to kind of set that whole thing up. So the Trojans have about 3 minutes left to try and limit the big play and get into the locker room with this lead. Play clock down to 3, 2. Here's the snap. Now they're going to go for it. As Clark has it, he's across the 45, and we'll see where they mark him. I think he's going to have it, Jeff.
Looks like it. They're moving
the sticks. The fake punt by the Trojans picks up a big first down, and Burlington unlikely to get it back with any time to do anything here in this first half.
Yeah, so they direct snap it to the upback, Gannon Clark, and Gannon Clark ran hard, and they met him right there at the line of scrimmage, but Clark able to lean forward and get just enough for that first down. Great job, Trojans.
1st and 10 for Girard from just inside the Burlington 44. 2:29 and counting on the clock. No wide in this set. Kind of a jumbo set here for the Trojans. Now Cullen back to pass. He's going to let it fly. Nowhere to go with it. Now he's scrambling, and he's going to be sacked back at the Trojan 45. Just too long to hang on to the ball if you're Ben Cullen.
Yeah, Burlington defensive back had everybody gobbled up. There was nobody that come open, and we talked about it earlier. Cullen needs to learn that when he gets through his progressions and that third one's covered, launch that ball to the track.
About a loss of 10 on the play. Sets up a second down and, 20 maybe? At the Trojan 46.
They're doubling back. Somebody else stop it.
Love on the delayed handoff, has it across midfield, across the 40, still trucking, and he's going to be forced out of bounds at the Burlington 35, and he's still going to be about a yard short of the first down, but he got most of it right there.
What a great play call there by Coach Philpott to run. They've showed pass for most of the game. This time they run a draw, and it opens up big time on the left side.
Gain of 13 on the play. Brings up a third down and 2. Clock stopped with 1:32 to play. It'll resume on the snap. And Cullen going to keep it, getting pursued from behind, but able to step away from it across the 45. And he's going to have the first down to about the 43 or the 33, of Burlington.
Yeah, just nothing fancy there. A hard run by Cullen and gains just enough yards to move the sticks. But most importantly, he's going to maintain possession for the Trojans. He's going to go fast and try to punch this in.
Trojans hurry up to the line. Cullen back to pass, being pursued. Lets it go. Has a man. The catch is made by, I believe that's Ashbacher, and it was out at about the 22.
And that should stop the clock till they get the sticks reset.
Back to pass again, this one low and hits the dirt in front of Gannon Clark, his intended receiver, but it stops the clock with 54 seconds.
And that's the first bad pass we've seen Cullen throw tonight. That last pass that he threw to Ashbacher was a bullet, man. He zipped that into coverage, and Ashbacher was able to get the first down, but that one he just underthrew as Gannon Clark was wide open right there on the sideline.
2nd and 10 now for the Trojans from the 21. They'll run some personnel in and out. Mason Gilmore into the game. Gannon Clark will come out. Gilmore and Cullen line up in the wide receiver spot. Scott Moore at the quarterback, and the Trojans had a little bit of motion before the snap, and that was Corbin Bowen. Got a head start, and the officials whistling.
And it might be a good thing if Scott Moore turned one way and the running back went the other again. So I don't know what the play calls are called, but evidently they're not called right and left anymore.
That's so boring, Jess. Why would we call them right and left? That's for old people. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 15 at the 26. 53 seconds. Clock is stopped. Cullen in the pistol with Love behind him. And there's a timeout on the field. Trojans want to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. Less than a minute to play first half. Trojans up 15-7. Looking at a big second down when we come back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
.53 seconds to play first half. Trojans lead it 15-7. They have the ball here, looking at a 2nd down and 15 from the Burlington 26. And we were talking about it in the break. Jess, how big was that 4th down conversion just to keep the ball out of Burlington's hands here at the end of the half?
It's going to be huge. And just like you said, to keep Burlington from getting the ball. And if the Trojans can convert this in for points, it's going to be maybe the deciding factor of the ball game.
Big second down and long here for the Trojans. 3 wide receivers in this set. Ashbacher and Moore to the near side. Clark to the far side. Love in the backfield. Here's the snap. Quick hitter out to Clark across the 20, and he's driven out of bounds at about the 19. Let's see where they place the ball. I think it's going to be right at the 20.
Yeah, just a good little out play. It's clock conservative play to get your ball to the receiver quick and get out of bounds as Trojans look to, they about 7 yards from a first down right here.
Call it a gain of 6. It will set up a 3rd down and 7. I'm sorry, call it a gain of 8. It'll set up a 3rd down and 7.
Math again.
Math is hard.
And another timeout.
Timeout, Trojans.
Girard going to talk it over. You can't take him with you. 49 seconds left. Trojans leading 15-7. Looking at a big 3rd down and 7 when we come back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
.49 seconds left to play. Trojans leading to play here in the first half. I just ran into a wall there, Jess. Trojans leading at 15-7. 3rd down and 7 here for Girard if they want to keep this drive alive. I think, Jess, they're probably in your old 4-down territory here as they want to keep this ball out of Burlington's hands as long as possible. Head into the locker room with this 15-7 lead. Trojans will have the ball to start the second half. And now a timeout from Burlington. So guess what? We'll take one too.
Yep.
Everything's still the same. Nothing has changed. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Under a minute to play here in the first half. Trojans leading the Burlington Wildcats 15-7 here on homecoming night in Girard. It's a beautiful night for high school football. And Jess, we've been blessed with really great weather tonight, this season. Every night has been beautiful. And
way to jinx that.
Yeah, nothing like the infamous night in Holton.
Yes.
But it's a beautiful night tonight. Cullen in the gun here on 3rd down out of the pistol. Here's the snap. He's back to pass. Pressure coming from behind. He's wrapped up and throws it away at the last moment. As he was getting pressured by Emmett Hazen. And Hazen has really done a lot of work from his outside linebacker spot tonight, and he's made Ben pretty uncomfortable throwing the ball. And it's going to set up a 4th down and 7 for the Trojans with 42 seconds left. And they're going to go for it here. It's Cullen back into the game. Trojans will try and pick up this 7 yards. Cullen back to pass, throw it over the top, jump ball. Scott Moore comes down with it in the end zone. What a catch by Scott Moore. He high-pointed it and beat 2 Burlington defenders for the touchdown.
And I'm telling you, Josh Lettner, he was double covered. Colin throws up just a nice ball. Scott Moore able to high point it, just come down, block out. Wow, what a play.
Trojans come up with a huge score to end the first half as Poland's kick is up and good. And with 36 seconds left in the first half, the Trojans jump ahead 22-7 over the Burlington Wildcats. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back for the end of the first half. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, and the folks in Crimson and Gold tonight are feeling pretty good as the Trojans cap off a 12-play, 54-yard touchdown drive with a 20-yard pass from Ben Cullen to Scott Moore to push the Trojan lead to 22-7 with just 36 seconds left to play here in this first half, and the Trojans could go 2 for 1 here, Jess, and get the ball back to start the third quarter. Just got to play some defense for 36 seconds.
And that big word, contain, right here on special teams, is Burlington's got an explosive player.
I think this might end up being some sort of weird squib kick coming from Poland, the way the ball's sitting on the, and it is off the Burlington defender. Girard's got it back at midfield. That one was just a bullet right into the gut of Bowen McIntosh, the senior defensive offensive lineman for Burlington. And you know the linemen, they don't like to catch, especially when it's coming in at 100 miles an hour. And the Trojans able to get on top of the carom, and they'll have it back here at midfield.
Yeah, he booted that hard up the middle. Junior Love was able to fall on the football, but another special teams play to maintain possession for the Trojans.
33 seconds here in the first half. Trojans don't look like they're going into the victory formation as they shift around 3 wide receivers. Cullen in the pistol. Here's the snap. Ben hands it off to Love, to Gilmore. I think that was Gilmore. That was Love. Had nowhere to go with it. It's just jailhouse break on that offensive line.
Try to go to that delay handoff, that draw type of play again, as Cullen was holding the ball, and just Burlington was too quick through their blockers to disrupt that dude.
That's not going to help Junior's rushing average as he loses 5 on that play. And that'll end the first half. Trojans lead at 22-7. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Since 1918, GN Bank has been the heart of our community. Big enough to meet all your banking needs, but small enough to offer that personal touch you deserve. From agricultural loans to home mortgages, GN Bank has the expertise, products, and service to help you thrive. With a pledge to treat others ethically, be adaptable, focus on customers, and invest in the communities they serve, GN Bank is committed to your success. The best place to bank and borrow, GN Bank, where community banking truly comes first. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. We're at halftime of tonight's homecoming matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Burlington Wildcats. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me, Jess Murphy, and we've got BJ Harris in mission control tonight, flipping the switches, dialing the knobs. Sarah Goebel and Corin Harris on camera for us tonight here in Girard. It's a beautiful night for high school football, and this is the GN Bank Halftime Show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Well, Jess, we were going to say that the Trojans won the first quarter and Burlington won the second quarter, but turns out the Trojans pretty much won both quarters. Yep. And they lead at 22-7 here at the half. And last year it was Burlington making big plays early. The Trojans have done a pretty good job of limiting that, doing a good job of tackling on the outside. Just one big play, really a 66-yard run that they gave up in that second quarter. But other than that, Trojan defense has been pretty solid.
The defense has played extremely well, haven't made any mistakes. Like I said, they give up one play. It was a big play that it ended up turning into points for Burlington. But one thing, Josh, they're going to have to fix this penalty problem and some of these negative pass play problems, because as good as they've played in the first half, man,
those negative pass plays, that's blocking it.
Right, it's been third. They've had some long conversions to keep this offense alive.
But they've been able to get them, and one of the ways is to get the ball. There seems to be a real focus on getting the ball in the hands of Trojans, probably their best athlete, Scott Moore.
Yeah, and I don't know why you wouldn't want the ball in 40's hands all the time, and we've talked about it on the previous games, and it's really, really nice now to see what happens when Scott Moore does touch the football.
Yeah, and he had that great 20-yard reception where he out-jumped two Burlington defenders. It was the Trojans' last score of the first half, and if you're just tuning in, you might want to rewind back a little bit and check that one out, because that's worth the watch. Just turn the volume down, and you'll be fine.
And Coach Westcott ought to be a little bit proud of that one himself. As Scott Moore, like I said, I think he blocked that back defender out, now jumped the front one.
Box out. That Eye on the Game brought to you by Kanar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kanar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kanar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KanarEyeCare.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more of the GN Bank Halftime Show. We'll take a look at what stats I have from the first half and get you ready for second half action here in Girard as the Trojans trying to avenge a lopsided loss from last year, and they're well on their way, leading at 22-7 here at the break. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Call service is outstanding in their field. especially for those that are stuck, well, out standing in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at GirardMedicalCenter.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field here in Girard at halftime. Trojans leading it 22-7 over the Burlington Wildcats. And last year when these two teams met, Burlington jumped all over the Trojans early and came away with a 41-27 win over the Trojans. 41-27 win over the Trojans. And it was a game of big plays for Burlington because the Trojans won darn near every offensive category, but the 2 big kick returns for Burlington were most of the difference in that game, and the Trojans done a great job here tonight, Jess, of limiting that big play, keeping everything in front of them, and they've really stymied Burlington thus far.
Yeah, I'm telling you, their open field tackling has been wonderful tonight. I just can't speak any more about it. They was able to, early in the game, they 3 and out at Burlington a couple times and then turned them over early, and they were able to give the Trojan offense a big boost, and it's just been an all-around great first half for the Trojans.
So both teams out on the field starting to get warmed up. We're about a minute and a half away from kickoff of the second half. The Trojans lost the opening coin flip, but Burlington elected to receive to begin, and they went 3 and out. Trojans took over, drove down, and scored. That's how our game got off to that start. And the Trojans will have the kick to begin the second half, and they're doing the 50-50 drawing right now. Quiet, I'm listening to the numbers.
So the Trojans, like you talked about it right there before half, a twofer. So the Trojans is able to punch it in right there at the end of the second quarter and will receive the ball to start the third quarter. So if they could march this down, take this opening possession down for a score, Josh, they might be able to just play really ball control the rest of the way.
I'm adding stats. I'm sorry for the pregnant pause there, Jess. I'm trying to add these up here to have some sort of stats to give you, but a big one from the first half. Scott Moore, 3 rushes, just 8 yards, but he did have a touchdown as they had him in at quarterback in the Wildcat in short yardage situations. He was able to score a touchdown on the ground, then 5 receptions for 154 yards, 2 touchdowns for Scott Moore as he really has started to kind of go off in this first half for the Trojans. You can tell that Burlington's watched a lot of film on the Trojans, and they've really keyed on Junior Love. He just has 4 carries for 12 yards. But Ben Cullen, 7 of 9 passing. And I haven't added up his yards yet, but he has
A lot.
2 touchdowns throwing the football. And he's had a good night throwing the ball for the Trojans. The only downside would be some of that blocking on the left side of that Trojan line, and then also some of the miscommunication in the backfield that we've seen it kind of bite them and kill some plays and kill some drives as well.
Yeah, and of course we talk about it all the time too. I've said it for years. Coaches get paid by their halftime adjustments, so
good thing I don't get paid by my halftime stats.
So Phil Pod will be able, and his coaching staff will be able to maybe it's you leave a tight end in to help chip off of that outside, or there's just certain things you can do to help that left side to slow that down. And you talked about Burlington keying on Junior Love. That whole second quarter, they're not even hiding the double team on Scott Moore. They're lining 2 guys up on him on the line of scrimmage, and Scott Moore still able to somehow get the ball into his hands and still make an impact.
So Cullen in that first half, 7 of 9 for 170 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. He was sacked a couple of times by that Burlington defense, and we did have some miscommunication in the backfield, but Ben's playing a pretty good game.
Ben's played
so far
good game,
tonight.
yeah.
Those halftime stats brought to you by B&B Excavating. Well, I just lost it, Jess. Where'd it go?
The dirt's heavy.
There we go. Dirt is heavy.
Yep.
Yeah. Dirt is heavy. We don't argue with that. Our halftime stats brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie. Dirt is heavy. That's the word around the campfire. Trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving, specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. B&B Excavating. Call 620-724-2735. All right, because I actually got the live read in for the opening kickoff. We don't have one. BJ could sell that. We could sell that. Sell that second half kickoff. It's an opportunity.
Maybe
leave money on the table, Jeff.
Maybe Eat 'em Up Fishing could take that over.
Eat 'em Up Fishing. Yeah. I saw that, the one that got away. Let's talk about that, Jess. I thought you were going to damage your own equipment.
I should have.
That was a $200 fish.
At least, probably.
Oh, my goodness.
That was the big bass bash. And that's a big bass bash down at Grand Lake, Oklahoma.
That's some free airtime, according to BJ. It's like, take this off his taxes at the end of the year.
For the Girard Food Pantry. Still has some cookies left.
There's the horn as we get set to start the second half. Both teams are out here on the field tonight, and it's been a pretty injury-free ball game. That's good for both teams, and of course, knock on wood for that. And
a monetary donation.
hopefully, Siler Sammons, he's not suited out tonight. He's down there on the sidelines in a jersey and some jeans, but hopefully he's feeling better and able to get back in the action next week. And
runs away faster than I can find him on the camera.
Yep, he's like, oh, they're talking about me, got to go.
I talked to Phil Pott about him just a little bit pregame, and he says, yeah, it's a shoulder injury. He doesn't want to go any further than that, and hope to have him back here shortly.
Well, he went down real hard over on the sidelines, and you could just tell the instant that it happened, that hurt. And so we'll hope to get him back next week. A good game tonight for the Trojans in his absence. They lead at 22-7 here to start the second half. They'll receive the kick as Ashbacher and Moore back to receive for the Trojans. It's a short end-over-end affair. It's going to take a hop, and Ashbacher will receive it at the 25. Runs a man over at the 30. He's on his feet across the 45, 50. He's gone. 35, 30, 25, 20. Nobody's catching Aiden Ashbacher. Touchdown Trojans, and what a way to start the second half.
And kudos to Aiden Ashbacher. I didn't get the number, but
he lowered the boom on somebody.
He Mack trucked somebody about the 30-yard line and then just outrun him to the end zone.
And we already gave away the hit of the game.
Well, that's a way to come out of the locker room.
A 75-yard kickoff return by Aiden Ashbacher to start the second half. Puts the Trojans up 28-7, pinning this extra point from Zeb Poland. Hold is down, the kick is up, straight away and good. Trojans lead at 29-7, 11:48 to play, third quarter. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Aiden Ashbacher with a big 75-yard kickoff return. Locked in the four-wheel drive, and I said we ought to call him the F-150 because he probably weighs that much. He only weighs 140, and he ran somebody completely over for a big touchdown to open up the third quarter for the Trojans. And now they're set to kick it away to Burlington, looking for an answer here to stay in this ball game. Poland kicks it away. It's a low knuckling affair, takes a hop, and will be fielded on the bounce at about the 20-yard line and out across the 30 to about the 34. And that was the up back, Eli Irvin.
Yeah, and he didn't try to do anything fancy. When the Trojan defenders got there, he just leaned forward, fell down, and going to give Burlington their first possession of the second half.
Moved it back a little bit. I'll still call it the 34, 1st and 10 for Burlington from there. That return man, Irvin, is the wide receiver to the near side. Anderson to the far side. No, I'm sorry, he's in the backfield behind the quarterback, and he gets the handoff straight ahead across the 35 to about the 36. Call it a gain of 3 on first down.
Yep, and that was number 59, Liam Liedstrom, from the linebacker spot, just stunting to get in there to the backfield and make an ankle tackle on a hard ball carrier to bring down.
Second down and 7 from the 37. Too wide in this set. Hegg in the pistol. And again, it's going to be Anderson with it, but he's not going to get much. Up to about the 39. It'll set up a third down and about 6.
Yeah, they just tried to run a little counter play right there, but the Trojan front three just stood their ground and let the linebackers clean it up, and it's going to bring up third? I think you just said it, a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.
Like it, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. The PAA guy seems to think it's 4, so we've all got our opinions. 10.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Trojans trying to get a stop here on third down. 3 wide to the near side. Hegg with the snap, looking to pass. Being pressured now from behind. Love on him. He gets it out to Irvin, and Irvin will be pushed out of bounds inside across the 45 to about the 46. It'll be enough for a first down.
And just ran a 3-set FUD route to the left side. And Trojans had it bottled up for a long time. Junior Love almost got to the quarterback from the backside DN spot, but nonetheless, Burlington able to get a first down to extend this drive.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. Like just said, first down and 10 for Burlington. 10 minutes to play, third quarter. Trojans up 29-7. If you were in the bathroom and missed the beginning of this quarter, you missed a 75-yard kickoff return by Ashbacher to give the Trojans another 7 points to their lead. And that pass complete out to the near side again. It is Irvin, and he's out near midfield after a gain of 5.
And Robert Larson was able to come in. He's playing inside linebacker, and just a read on that pass out to the flat to get him stopped.
Call it a gain of 4 as they place the ball at the 49. 3 wide again. And we'll see if the Trojans start doing a little more press coverage. If these quick passes are happening, they're going to run option the far side. Wrangled down. Junior Love gets to Hegg and drops him for a loss of about 3 on the play. It'll set up a third down and 8.
Yeah, tackled him awfully high, but nonetheless, he didn't grab a hold of anything, so it's a pure legal tackle. It just looked rough, but
it was rough.
Good play there by Junior Love.
Rough game.
It is a rough game. It's supposed to be rough.
That's right. That's why you wear body armor. Third down and 8 now for Burlington. 8:42 to play, third quarter. Trojans defense trying to get off the field, give the ball back to their offense. Got 3 wide to the near side. Looking for a little bubble screen. Instead they go to the slant. It's dropped by Irvin. He had it and just might have taken his eyes off it at the last second. Couldn't corral it. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 for Burlington. We'll see what they decide to do here.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be enough yards for the first down. The Trojans was probably going to be there to make the tackle, but nonetheless, he took his eyes off of it, expecting a big hit, and just couldn't corral the football. Down 22, it's a tough decision. It looks like they're probably going to go for it right here.
4th down and 8, and Burlington is going to go for it here near midfield. Coach Cody Carlson going to roll the dice. 3 wide, 2 to the far side. Looking at a little bubble screen. Now they're going to throw the out pattern, and just out of the reach of Irvin, and that'll turn it over on downs. Trojans will take over 1st and 10 in great field position at the Burlington 47.
Yeah, Ogun Benny on the coverage, kind of soft coverage. If a better throw, he might have got it right there.
8:24 to play, third quarter. Trojans take it over on the plus side of the field.
And to quote my broadcasting partner, let's lock this thing in full-wheel drive and go eat some clock.
1st and 10. Cullen in the pistol. He's going to run off tackle on the right side, and he's stood up and driven back after a gain of about 2.
Very patient by young Cullen right there as he reads his block and able to just lean forward, but Burlington linebackers shut that down pretty fast.
They'll run this one down under the 8-minute mark before they snap it. These Trojans using that clock as the 12th man on the field right now. Scott Moore lined up as wide receiver spot on the near side. They'll put Ashbacher in motion. Now trying to get a read on the defense. They'll get a play in from the sideline. Cullen communicates. And Blair in motion. They'll hand off straight ahead to Gilmore. Nothing going for Mason. As he's driven back, he may have lost a yard on the play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, that time Cullen might have been better off to pull that as the D end on this side collapsed and read the ball carrier. Cullen pulls that, runs the option around that corner. That corner might have been open right there.
Tick-tock, clock runs down around 7 minutes now. The Trojans not making a bunch of yardage, but they are taking a good amount of time off of this clock as they can run another 12 seconds before they snap, but I don't think Cullen's going to wait that long. Back to pass, throws it up. Scott Moore right through his hands. He had it, and he would have been a little bit short of the sticks. He would have had to make a play after the catch, but just couldn't haul it in. I think maybe that was a case of him maybe taking his eyes off of it and looking to make a move. And the ball just right through his hands, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Yep, good read, good route. Like you said, sometimes you just can't be, perfect all the time.
What, Jess? What are you talking about?
That's what someone told me once. I haven't ever experienced it personally.
Yeah, it's an alien concept. Poland gets the punt away. High end-over-end punt. It's going to take a hop and a Burlington roll. And the Trojans will down it at about the 19-yard line, so a nice punt by Zeb Poland. And Burlington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Right, a lot of times you rate punters by how many times you can put the other team inside their 20, and Poland's done a great job of it all season, and again, he pins them inside the 20 to make Burlington have to go, 81 yards to score if they're going to.
They do place it at the 19. Long way to go for Burlington. Not much time to do it as they trail the Trojans by 22. They got 6:41 left in this ball game. I'm sorry, left in the third quarter. I wish it was left in this ball game, Jess. Nice run that time by Haig on the keeper, and he'll pick up about 8 up to the 28.
Yeah, design quarterback run. They pull everybody one way, and he cuts back, probably call it some sort of quarterback counter, and it was wide open, and he ran 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd down and 2. And he's going to keep it again, and this time not as much to work with. There's Trojans shut that one down after a short gain, but it is going to be, looks like enough to move the sticks up to the 30-yard line.
That better job there by the interior linemen of the Trojans to just hold their ground.
Burlington leaning heavy on their quarterback on this drive so far. 3 wide in this set. Hegg in the gun. He's going to run option near side this time. And Trojans takes a heck of a shot. Was that Brokob?
Brokob
coming in. Second man there cleaned it up. And Hegg felt that one.
Yeah, Brokob coming from that, playing that middle linebacker position, had about a 15-yard head start, and he give it all to him.
Call it a 4-yard gain for Hegg, and he paid for every one of them. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Hegg back to pass. They're going to throw a quick hitter. It's picked off. Aiden Ashbacher with it, and he fumbles it. Now the ball's rolling around. Trojans trying to get on top of it. I think they do, and oh my goodness, rock'em sock'em action after that interception, but the Trojans end up on top of it. They got the ball deep in Burlington territory, inside the 20 with 5:08 to play in the third.
Yeah, that time Ashbacher, after the pick on the return, he got spun up, got stood up, spun around, and Burlington was able to get the ball out. And then, I'm telling you, it's like hungry hippos out there. Everybody jumping the ball keeps squirting around, but good thing for the Trojans, they was able to maintain possession.
You know, Jess, as a grown man, I think I would still enjoy playing that game.
Oh, I could hit it. I can hit that button as fast as anybody.
Yeah, they need an adult version where you aren't going to break it when you just give it all you got, you know? I mean, I think we're onto something. Trojans run a little bit of option action, and it ends up going to Bowen, and Burlington's defense doing a great job of sniffing that one out, and they drop Bowen for about a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, that was that inside handoff to the motion guy, and it just wasn't there. 32 for Burlington, able just to stunt through that line and blow that ball gate, that play up.
So the ball's back to the 24. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and long from there. This clock runs under 4.5 to play, third quarter. Trojans ran a good amount of time off on their last possession, even though they didn't score. And now they have the ball right back. Again, here it is to Bowen. He gets around the corner, across the 10-5, touchdown Trojans.
Same play, better result that time as they was able to get the block they needed to spring Bowen around the corner, and he just untouched, give him 6.
24-yard run by Corbin Bowen caps off that drive. It started at the 21, backed up to the 24, and so call it a 24-yard drive, 2 plays for the Trojans. And Bowen caps it off with a touchdown, and they're up 35-7. And it'll stay 35. It's a kick from Poland, no good. And the Trojans lead it, 35-7, 4:12 to play, third quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing this.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Corbin Bowen takes it in from 24 yards out to give the Trojans a 35-7 lead here with 4:12 left to play, third quarter. And Girard just building on that lead they took into the half. And getting some revenge for that lopsided loss last year on the road in Burlington. I remember they were flashing the lights, and it was annoying, Jess.
Hey, they was yelling at us, too.
They were yelled at us. Line drive kick fielded at about the 15, and that was Irvin, I believe, who made that catch. And Trojans will stop him at about the 30-yard line, and that's where Burlington will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, he ran hard up until contact, and then he just kind of quit moving his legs and let the Trojans push him over backwards. So good field position for Burlington. Let's see if this Trojan defense, who has played exceptionally well for the last couple games, see if they can't continue their hot streak.
4:06 to play in the third. Trojans have done a good job tonight corralling Brody Anderson, and he's almost become a non-factor so far in this game, Jess. I'm going to knock on wood here, but so far not much from him. That'll run straight forward. I believe that was Hunter Cole, number 22.
Yep.
And he'll pick up a good solid 4 yards on that first down carry.
Better than the 66-yard play run he had earlier, because that was the exact same play. So the Trojans are bending but not breaking on that as he only gained 4.
Each scrimmage, half blocker with tackle. Gain on the play is 4, brings it 7-6.
Ball now rests at the 36.
5 wide.
And a quick hitter outside to Anderson, and it's blown up. Incomplete pass. Levi Blair read that one like a day-old newspaper and was in there to just blow that play up as they were trying to get it to Brody Anderson on a little bubble screen, and Blair was having none of it.
Yeah, Blair, great job. Normally plays an outside linebacker position, so he knows how to get rid of his blocker and go make a tackle, and he did a great job right there, even though they declared the pass incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6. And Anderson probably did a good job just to let go and let that one fall. Here's another 5 wide set. This is everybody get open. That one over the top, way too deep. And the only person who had a shot at it,
Robbie Bruning,
was Bruning, the Trojan defender.
Yep. Burlington did have a guy short that come open late on a comeback route.
The Trojans have done such a good job rallying to the ball on those short passes. I think it's got Hegg just looking downfield.
Yeah, well, Bruning still he kept the receiver between the goal line and himself, so no one was beat even if the pass is complete.
4 wide this time for the Wildcats. Hegg in the gun. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to the outside to Anderson, and he's wrapped up and dropped again. And there's a loss on the play. There's a flag on the near side, and it could be a hold against Burlington, as that kind of seemed to be the neighborhood of it as Levi Blair is motioning in that direction.
Yeah, Levi Blair, same thing. He gets off his block even though he's being held and unable to make the tackle, but Robbie Bruning right there to make another open field tackle for the Trojans.
We'll see if the Trojans are going to accept this or decline it. I would decline that, wouldn't you, Jess? I
mean, was it 4th down or was it 3rd down?
It was 3rd down. Or no, was it 4th down?
Well, if it's 4th down,
it was 4th down.
Then
so you back them up.
No, you
decline it.
You decline it and take the ball.
That's what you would think.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there.
Okay, all right. Well, everything makes sense. That's good. That's good.
So the Trojans are going to take over on downs.
Eligible receiver downfield. Penalties decline. Trojans take over 1st and 10.
So the Trojans will take over 1st and 10 after the turnover on downs. And they'll have it at the 35. Here's the snap. Handoff straight ahead. Junior Love. And that Burlington defense still doing a good job of standing tall. And that one was whistled dead. The ball squirted out at the end, but long after the whistle. And they're going to give Love about 3 yards on first down.
And the key to the flex-bone offense is that dive play up the middle. If you can start hitting that for 4 or 5 yards at a time and make them key to put 10 guys in the box to stop that play, that opens up the whole playbook.
2nd and 6 from the 31. Clock ticking around 2.5 minutes to play third quarter. Trojans come out in this tight formation, nobody out on the edges. They'll put Blair in motion. Option play. This one goes to Ashbacher. He's got the edge, makes a man miss, and drags a man down to about the 12-yard line where Trojans will have it 1st and 10.
There's so many good blocks on that play I can't begin to mention. Scott Moore had one. Levi Blair had one. Aiden Ashbacher able to get about 10 yards before he's ever touched.
Ball spotted at the 13.
19-yard gain on the play. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Clock running now under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. And Girard just doing a good job of eating up a bunch of clock here in this quarter. Started with that great kickoff return, 75 yards from Ashbacher, and they really haven't given up control since that point. Love straight ahead with it off tackle. Fights off the pack of men, makes a man miss it into the end zone, and Junior Love never quit.
What a move, Junior Love. He shoves it up in the middle, bounces off the pile, makes a guy miss an open field. Touchdown, Junior Love, give him 6.
12-yard touchdown run. Trojans lead at 41-7, 1:35 to play. Clock stops for the extra point, which Poland is on to attempt. Here's a snap. It's a high snap. The hold is down. The kick is up and good. Trojans lead it 42-7. 1:35 to play third quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Minute 35 left, third quarter. Trojans leading at 42-7. After a 12-yard touchdown run by Junior Love that looked like it was going to be stopped after a gain of about 2 or 3, then he just popped right out of the pile of guys and shook somebody at about the 2-yard line and went into the end zone for the score to give the Trojans a 42-7 lead. And they have just dominated this third quarter. Poland set to kick it away. It's a low knuckling punt. It's going to take a hop and be fielded on a hop by Urban. And he's got a good break. Oh, my goodness. That's your kicker, ladies and gentlemen. That's your kicker. Yep. Zeb Poland.
He not only is the kicker, he plays a lot on some linebacker too, and he proved why he could make a tackle there as he delivered the boom. Woo! But good return. It's going to give maybe Burlington their best field position to start this drive here late in the third quarter.
1st and 10 for Burlington at their own 45. 4 wide again in this set. Trojans have done pretty well against these spread sets. They're going to hand off straight ahead to Cole. He makes a man miss, now heading for the edge, and the Trojans run him down after a gain of about 3 out to the 48.
Yep, Levi Blair getting talked to a little bit there on the sideline as he cut inside and give up the corner, but the speed of the Trojan defense was able to keep him under contained for just a short gain.
Brings up a 2nd down and 7, long 6 maybe from the Burlington 48. Under a minute here in the third quarter. 4 wide. Haig in the gun. He'll hand off to Cole straight ahead, and the Trojans wrap him up right at midfield. It'll be a gain of about 1. It'll set up a 3rd down and 4 or 5.
All 3 of those boys getting off the bottom of that pile is 3 defensive linemen, as Aaron DeBrava, Zach Benzo, and Junior Love able to just gobble up that runner.
Ball right at the midfield stripe. 4 wide again. This time the trips are off to the far side. Haig will stay in the gun. Run a little play action, quick hitter. And the pass is complete to Lane Griffith, the senior running back. And he makes the catch. That'll move the sticks for Burlington.
Yeah, a good play by Burlington. They just hit a little curl route to their receiver right in front of that Trojan defense, but Trojan allowed no yards after catch.
Call it a gain of 8 on the play, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter left to play. Trojans lead at 42-7. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
12 minutes left to play. Trojans leading at 42-7 over the Burlington Wildcats here on homecoming night at Frank Jamison Field. Burlington with it, 1st and 10. Haig back to pass out of the shotgun. Looking far side, has a man, and it's tipped away at the last minute. Great job of closing on that play by Robbie Brunig to knock that one away. And it brings up a 2nd down and 10. It's almost like Robbie baited him into that throw, Jess. Like, I'll let him have a little bit of room, and then I'm going to close this down.
Yeah, and he did a great job because that receiver was open, but Bruning with that, like you said, closing speed, got there just in front of the receiver to knock that ball away.
Back to pass again is Haig. He thought about it, hung on to it. Now he's trying to find the corner, flips it forward. Out of bounds, an incomplete pass, but it will bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, they tried to run that bubble screen yet again, and the Trojans had it defended. And I think he had maybe a little room if he cuts that straight up field, but instead he decided to spread it out to the sideline and just run out of field.
So Haig throws it away, and it brings up a 3rd down and 10. As the clock ticking down around 10:45 to play in the game. Trojans leading at 42-7. And again, Burlington won this game last year 41-27 over the Trojans, and Girard looking for a little bit of payback here tonight, and they're well on their way to getting it. Haig in the gun, 3 wide to the far side. Here's the snap. Haig looking far side, looking. He's going to throw, and it's tipped away and intercepted. Off the tip, I believe the Trojans have it. No. Yes. They're going to say Corbin Bowen came up with it off of the carom as Ashbacher got his hand in there to break it up. Or I'm sorry, Brunig did. And then Bowen comes up with the interception and another turnover.
Yeah, that time just an overthrow. He had his receiver, but Ashbacher able to get it, tipped it up, just a tip drill. I watch him. If you watch the pregame warm-ups, the Trojans work on that tip drill pregame every day. So good job by Bowen to secure it.
They'll mark the ball at the 27-yard line. And that's where the Trojans will take over, 1st down and 10.
Short play clock here.
Down to 5 and ticking right now. And they'll just hand it off. As they had to get that play off. And I think that was
brought down by
Love on the carry, and he'll pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards.
No gain on the play, Burlington
Or
second down and
nothing.
10.
Or spot it,
It's
yeah.
a funny angle from here, Jess.
Yep. Yeah, and you're right. That play, they just had to get the play off. Ben turns around, sees there's 5 seconds on the play clock, so he's
Snap it, snap it, snap it.
yeah.
Right now, the Trojans, they want to burn every second off of that play clock. Keep Burlington's offense off the field. Looking at a 2nd down and 10 now from their own 27. After the interception by Corbin Bowen. Now Bowen with the ball, makes a nifty cut across the 40, 45, 50. Drug down inside Burlington territory. 1st and 10 Trojans at the Wildcat 46.
There's that same play. They give it to the motion man, Bowen coming in front of the quarterback, and that play can't get positive yards without the blocks from the corner. Good job there by the Trojan lineman to give Bowen that corner.
Gain of 27 on the play, sets the Trojans up 1st and 10. On the plus side of the field, clock running, 8:15 to play in the game. Trojans comfortably out in front here, 42-7 over Burlington. Looking for a big homecoming win and avenge a loss from last year. Hand off to Gilmore, straight ahead. He's got some room. He's out near the 40-yard line. A gain of about 6 on 1st down for Mason Gilmore.
Yeah, nothing fancy there. It's just that dive play that opens up the whole playbook. So once you beat them to the corner, those linebackers got to be a little bit slower to fill the hole. And that time Gilmore explodes it for a big gain of 6.
Over.
2nd down and 4 now for the Trojans. Clock is running. Getting down around 7.5 in the game.
Best thing you've said all night, Josh. The clock is running.
Probably too late for me to make it to Chicken Annie's, but hand off to Gilmore, working off tackle, and he tried to get outside, and it shut down quickly as he's going to be stopped for a short gain on the play, maybe 1. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Burlington linebacker is able to fill all the gaps in the middle, so Gilmore tries to bounce it outside, but that outside linebackers kept good contain and able to stop him for a real short gain.
Yeah, about a foot. Bring up 3rd down and a long 3. Tick-tock.
I'm sure it's 4 down territory.
Everything was crazy. They had like LED lights that were shining flashing, annoying as hell.
Cullen's going to give it up. This is Brunig with it. And out across the 25 down to the 21. I call it the 22, but that's going to be enough for a Trojan 1st down.
Yeah, another one of those, give it to the motion guy to around the end. That's maybe the first time we've seen Bruning play offense. He's a staple in that defensive backfield, but man, he looks good with the ball in his hands too.
17-yard gain for Robbie, and that's going to set the Trojans up 1st and 10 at the 22. Clock running now, about 6 minutes to play in the game. And you can tell by the body language of these Burlington defenders, the wind is pretty much out of their sails. There's the snap. They're going to go straight ahead with Gilmore again. 2 hands on the ball, just driving forward. And Mason's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards and reset that play clock as we're down around 5.5 now.
Yep, just that first read dive play. Gilmore's kind of gimping on his way out. Maybe got shook up just a little bit, leg twisted or something.
Give him 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 from the 18.
And we just run out there freshman quarterback Jackson Smith.
Smith will line up in the pistol with Gilmore in the backfield. There's a snap. The handoff goes to Brunig coming near side. Shakes a man at the 20. Across the 15, pushed out of bounds at about the 13. And he'll be close to a Trojan 1st down. He'll bring up a 3rd down and short.
I think we got a flag.
And there's a flag. And the Trojans are walking the wrong way. So it is going to be against Girard.
I didn't see the indication.
It's only going to back it up to about the 25, so it'll bring up a second down and about 13.
Yep. Block in the back. That play got stretched a long way out there, and we had some people blocking a long way away from the ball, and they just pushed somebody in the wrong side of them.
So second and long now for the Trojans from the 25. Smith in the pistol, gets the snap. Handoff straight ahead to Poland as we're getting some younger guys into the game here. Poland lowers his head and he'll pick up about a yard. It'll bring up a third down and 12.
Yep, there's a lot of substitutes in the bowl game as Trojan starters are done their duty for the night, build a big lead, so let those young players get some varsity experience.
Trojans can run this down all the way to about 3 minutes before they snap this ball. And then get it down around 2 minutes before they'll have to punt it away. Smith watching the play clock. And he'll hand it off to Bruning going far side. He's going to find the corner and makes a man miss and then driven out of bounds. And you would like to see Robbie stay in bounds on that one. And it's going to stop the clock with, no, the clock is still running. And it'll bring up fourth down and about 5, so call it a gain of 6 for Bruning.
So we still have a few starters on that offensive line. That was Aaron DeBrava from the right side tackle, stood his guy up and drove him about 15 yards downfield to give Bruning that corner. What a good block there by DeBrava.
Ball rests at the 16-yard line. The Trojans need to get it to about the 12 for a first down. Bruning in motion. Smith with the handoff straight ahead. And Gilmore not going to get there. That might have been Poland.
Poland.
And the Trojans will, this is kicking unit coming out onto the field.
No, they turned it over on down.
Oh, they did. Okay, that was fourth down.
That was fourth down.
I can't read my own sheet. There's a 4 right there.
So there's a lot of numbers out there we're not used to seeing right there.
Yep.
So bear with us.
Get to know your roster, Jess. Here we go.
Should have brought my glasses.
1:45 and counting left to play. Burlington with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. The handoff goes to Cole, and he is off and running across the 40 as the Trojans finally force him out of bounds at the 44.
Yep. Adrian Newton drove him on out of bounds, but not before he could pick up a big gain. But clocks continued to run, so we've pointed them to a continuous clock here.
Call it a gain of 24 on the play.
Oh.
And there's another run by.
That's Cole.
Yeah, that's Cole again. And he's just reeling off chunks of yards against these Trojan substitutes in here as Burlington's chosen to leave their starters on the field. Cole again, straight up the gut. Trojans do a better job of stopping him this time as they'll keep him from crossing the sticks. They'll bring him down to right at the 20. He'll be about a yard shy. It'll set up a second down and 9. Now Cole with it again, makes a man miss, hit high. Now a bunch of Trojans with him, they'll blow it dead. At about the 15, that'll move the sticks. It'll be a first down for Burlington, and that'll be the last play of the game as the Trojans avenge a loss from a year ago. And they're going to win it tonight, 42-7 over the Burlington Wildcats. And a sweet win on homecoming night for these Trojans.
Yeah, good exclamation point win right there, maybe to show the district that Trojans are here for real.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Eastside Cafe post-game show, get you your player of the game, hopefully get a chance to talk to Coach Philpott. We'll send Jess down on the field. He likes that. And all that coming up right around the corner on the Eastside Cafe postgame show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live. Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the Four States winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
First one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here. Hi, I'm Eddie. 2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans get a little revenge for a lopsided loss last year as they return the favor 42-7 over the Burlington Wildcats and get the big win here on homecoming night. And we want to remind you that there's an alumni event going on tomorrow night at the Dirty Mule, and lots of stuff going on as they are honoring several different classes. There's a special shot, all kinds of stuff, so make sure if you're in town tomorrow night, catch up with that one at the Dirty Mule. It'll be a good time all around. This is the Eastside Cafe postgame show brought to you by Eastside Cafe. Come and experience the best breakfast in all of Crawford County, 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. Proud supporters of Trojan athletics. And unfortunately, Trojans did not get a sack tonight, so there's no $1 short stack. And we've talked about that, you know, with the staff here about different promotions we could do, and I want to hook one to a Western omelet if possible, but, you know, there's always next year. Trojans going to win this one 42-7, and they did a great job tonight of stymieing this Burlington offense, which last year racked up a lot of big plays on them. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, 2 big pass plays of over 40 yards. Only one big play tonight, a 66-yard run, was the only big play that the Trojans gave up tonight as they cruised to victory 42-7. Trojans got a kickoff return for a touchdown of their own from Aiden Ashbacher to start the second half with a bang, and the Trojans never looked back. They owned that third quarter. I believe they scored 3 touchdowns in that third quarter. I have to go back and look. But the second half was all Girard, and the first half was mostly Girard. So a great win here tonight for the Trojans. We're going to have Jess Murphy down on the field. He's going to hopefully catch up with Coach Philpott on the other side of the break. But we'll step away for now. When we come back, more of the Eastside Cafe postgame show. Big win for the Trojans tonight on homecoming. You're watching Trojans football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs. You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com.
To Frank Jameson Field. This is the Eastside Cafe post-game show. And right now, our very own Jess Murphy down on the field with Girard head coach Neil Philpott. Jess, take it away.
All right, I'm here with head coach Neil Philpott. Coach, takes you to 4-2 on the season, a big win, but most importantly, takes you to 2-0 in district play.
Yeah, it's a good win for us. Like I said, we want to be 1-0 each week, but it puts us in a pretty good position in districts, and we're going to have another tough one next week. So this was a big win to kind of put 2 together, and the week before, and kind of start maybe stacking some on top of each other. But they're a good team. I thought defensively we played really, really well. I thought offensively we did some things that were really, really good. But I thought defensively we had a nice game plan. We kind of kept some of them, some the limited damages, because they were throwing spots and bubbles and things like that, and we didn't give up the big pass play very often, or maybe at all. So tribute to our kids playing defense. I said something earlier, I think Levi Blair played really well. He's not going to get a whole lot of stats, but he broke up a lot of screens on the outside and was really into kind of slowing things down for us. It may not go on a stat sheet somewhere, but I thought all of our kids played really, really hard, and that's what you want.
Yeah, I talked about during the game, I thought your open field tackling, your one-on-one tackling was just excellent tonight.
We're much better, and hopefully that's something we've been working on. So hopefully that's practice pays off, I guess. But I think kids were playing fast, and when you play fast and full speed, you can just some of those open field tackles, you can help your momentum get some guys to the ground. But we did a nice job in space. They had one big trap run for us that we kind of had it tackled, but they kind of broke it, and that was their big play for the night. But I thought we did a really nice job. Offensively, we had some big plays. I thought we complemented each other very well. We'd get a turnover, we'd go score. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Haven't had one of those for a couple years. And so it's one of those things that, or at least this year yet, we keep talking about doing. And so kind of played all three sides of the ball tonight pretty well.
Right, one more thing, Coach. I thought your play calling, I thought you really mixed it up early in the game. You put the ball in the air probably a lot more than you're normally used to, but 42-7, it looks like you're the genius tonight.
Yeah, I told our coaches at halftime we need to run the ball more. So we did some things. We were in some situations that like I said, we threw the ball maybe a little bit more. We were behind the sticks on a couple things, but we got some things fixed, corrected at halftime, and I felt like we were able to run the ball at the end, and kind of when we needed it, we could get what we needed to. So proud of that, proud of our guys. Like I said, kind of being able to throw the ball that we don't practice a ton, but we practice enough, and our guys are smart. We can kind of communicate and talk that. But I thought Ben played a pretty nice game tonight too. I think he threw the ball well early, but I thought he executed in the option game pretty well tonight. We were much cleaner in the huddle, so that's a good step moving forward that we're going to keep building from there. So it's good to see. It's something we need.
All right, Coach, well, I'm going to let you go to get the film all looked at and get ready for next week. Hey, good game. Thank you.
All right, that post-game coach interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. We'll step away for another break and then come back with more of the Eastside Cafe post-game show. Going to get you your much anticipated player of the game on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your field.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans win this one 42-7. This is the Eastside Cafe postgame show, and Jess back up here in the booth with me, and Coach seemed pretty happy about the effort of his team tonight. Good execution, and a lot going on in the community this weekend. We got the parade tomorrow at 10 a.m. Fall festival activities going on downtown, and there's an alumni event tomorrow night at the Dirty Mule. So if you're in town and you're Girard alumni, and probably even if you're not, that seems like a good place to have a good time. And then there's food vendors down on the square from 5 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night. All that information on the Girard Chamber website. You can go check it out. A lot of stuff going on in town this weekend. Fall Festival, homecoming, all kinds of stuff. So good weekend to be in Girard, America. Jess, I guess it's time to start talking about our player of the game. And Scott Moore jumps off the page at you with his 3 touchdowns and his receiving yards tonight. He really played a good game. Defensively, I thought the whole defensive unit came out and played a really good game, limiting Burlington to just 7 points tonight. Ben Cullen had a pretty good game from the quarterback spot with his passing yards. But man, you talk about somebody who just kind of played the game of the year for him this year, and that was Aiden Ashbacher.
Number 21, I'm telling you, he big-time player, had a big-time kick return. Coach talked about on the field. Maybe
2 picks?
Yeah, 2 picks, and a bunch of good carries. 21, Aiden Ashbacher all night tonight.
All right, our player of the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their families. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. But that's going to about do it for us tonight. From here in Girard, Trojans get the win 42-7. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner. And for BJ Harris, throwing the switches, dialing the knobs, Sarah Goebel and Corin Harris running the cameras for us tonight. It's been a pleasure to bring this game to you. Good night. You've been watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.